it's me again. And okay, we left off somewhere. You guys should figure it out. 6 days, 5 hours, and 43 minutes, and 30 seconds. So what happens is Katniss wakes up in the morning and she's in the Capitol and stuff. So she's gonna start her training now. She meets Peeta and Haymitch, who are the little advisors, along with Effie, who are like that's their little clan, along with Cinna and the other stylists.
So Peeta's talking to Haymitch and he's like, you know, Katniss has excellent arrow skills. And then Katniss is like, well, Peeta has strength and he's manly. Well, I don't think she said that. She's tough.
Since they're gonna go to the training center, there's like little stations. There's like a lot of little stations like all throughout the thingy, and all the little tributes can go to the different stations. And so they decide they're gonna go together to all the little different stations. They said to not reveal their strength to the other tributes, so like they don't learn about them. Go to the camouflage tent, and Peeta's like invisible, like she can't even see them, because that's a skill they might need during the Hunger Games. She's like, that's amazing, and he's like, well, I decorate cakes all the time.
They go to this thing individually where all the game makers are here and they're here and they show what their skills are. Here are the game makers. Here's the person. And they do little things for them. The game makers are the people who, like in the Hunger Games, like random things can happen, like really random things, where like people just like randomly like get killed because like these storms happen. Because the game makers, they control everything in the arena.
They're at this little table. There might be 12 of them. That'd be my guess. Like 12 is just like everything. So it goes from 1 to 12, and everybody goes individually. It starts from 1. So Katniss is last. And they have this huge feast there. So now they're all like drunk and stuff, and they're like full. They're like, we're done. And so then Katniss picks up the arrows, she aims for a target, and she misses, and she's like, what's with these arrows? Because she doesn't get them. But then they're not even paying attention, like just not even looking at her. So then she takes an arrow, and she aims for the table, and it shoots into this pig's mouth.
Like, you know how, like, there's a pig in the apple? So that's what happened there.
So she shoots right there, and then leaves. Normally they're supposed to excuse them, but she just walked out like, psh, powerhouse. Yeah, that's kind of it for chapter 7. Chapter 8. So now Katniss is scared she's gonna get a really bad score, or they're gonna take her out of the game and like kill her, or they're gonna kill her family. And she's like, oh, and she's whining about it to Haymitch, her little advisor dude. And then he's like, well, it'll be too much work to take you out and stuff. And so she's like, okay, I feel confident now. The highest score everybody got was 10, except for Katniss, who got an 11. And the highest score you can get is a 12. So then she's got a good score, and that's great.
And there's this video thingy that they have to go with this dude whose name I forgot. Think of it later. But they do like a little 3-minute interview with each of them individually. And Katniss is like, they're supposed to act a certain way. They can act really sweet and lovable. I tried it again. Oh, darn it. They can act really sweet and lovable, or they can act like tough and like arrogant. And like any way to get the people to like them.
Interviews come with the dude whose name I cannot remember, but he's like a psycho capital person as well. And so then Katniss comes, and she's like, I don't know how to act, because she didn't do anyone well. And so Cinna's like, just look at me like you're talking to me, like I'm asking the question. She's like, okay. And then she answers them, and she's good and stuff. And then it's Peeta's turn to go up. And he's funny and stuff, and everybody's like, oh, Peeta, so funny. Love Peeta. Caesar Flickerman, that's it.
Flickerman. And he asked Peeta like,
so is there any special lady? And he's like, well, actually, yeah. And he's like, so why haven't you, are you going out or something like that? And he's like, no. And then he's like, why not? I'm pretty sure Bucky, young man like you, would get a woman. And then he was like, well, actually, the reason I can't is because she came here with me. Who could come here with him? Like, the other districts don't interact, so it can only be Katniss. End of chapter 7 to 9. No, 6 to 9? Not quite sure. I did 3 chapters.